Hello, good evening and welcome to Prime Sports on the Joy News channel with me, Owuraku Ampofo. We do start off from table tennis where there is some groundbreaking news coming in because there has been a web of match-fixing allegations in their Commonwealth Games qualifiers. Now, all results have been annulled pending investigations. President of the Table Tennis Federation, Owuraku Ampofo, joins us on the phone lines this evening. Owuraku, it's a pleasure to have you. For the benefit of our viewers, can you kindly give us a background on this match-fixing allegation that seems to have taken place?
Thank you very much, Owuraku. Essentially what happened is just an extension of the compromise that we see in our society every day, and where sometimes there is a lot of pressure, there is a lot of influence peddling to get people not to perform at the highest level. And we thought there was a prima facie situation during the trials on Sunday and Monday. And we believe that the interest of this country, and even more importantly, or equally importantly, the well-being of our athletes and the spirit of the competition is best served if we interrogated what happened, if we use that as an opportunity to clean up our audience tables, and if we signal to everybody that this does not happen in the world of table tennis. It doesn't happen in our space.
And in terms of scope, what are we looking at? About how many tennis players do you think could possibly be involved?
Now we're looking at all the matches. We're doing a quick overview. The initial indicators suggest that these are limited to only a few matches, but those were very decisive matches.
And in terms of the investigations, what's the update and how fast do you think your team can be able to?
It's going to move very fast. What it is that we are getting the right level of cooperation, which is good. We've gotten a lot of information. We have the videos. We also have players who have phoned up. And we believe that anybody who facilitates and supports the investigative process will be better served and will have a high chance of the benefits of cooperating with what we've done to clean up the game.
Well, in terms of the qualifiers, what happens now? We know that the initial one has been annulled. Will there be another one, and will there be enough time?
No, there wouldn't be another qualifier. We're looking at, so as I mentioned, the initial impression is that there were a number of key games that were affected. We'll look at those games, and the technical committee will take a decision on what to do with the result. And we are very intentional about this. Our objective is to ensure that we get the final list out in the shortest possible time, hopefully by the end of this week.
And how do you think this could possibly affect the team's preparation ahead of the Commonwealth Games, which is just around the corner?
We don't expect it to affect the preparation in any way. We believe that it's actually going to give us a strong foundation to build on going into the future, because you know this is a clean sport, and any compromise or throwing of matches will not be tolerated, will not be countenanced, and has no space in table tennis.
Okay. And just before we take leave of you, I just wanted to find out what your expectations are, heading into the Commonwealth Games, what you've seen, preparations and all that. How's the camp and everything?
We are looking at a much improved performance on our Australia output. We are looking at being able to get very close to the medal zone possibly, but equally key is the rankings of our players and how well they come up. And so those are the things we are looking at. We are going to go with a team size of 6. There would be 4 gentlemen and 2 ladies. And God willing, we should have a performance which is much better than what we've gotten in the past.
All right. Thank you very much, Owuraku Ampofo, who's the president of the Ghana Table Tennis Association. And he just joined us to talk about a latest case concerning match fixing in the qualifiers for the Commonwealth Games in table tennis. He says that investigations are on the way and they should probably have answers by the end of the week. We'll keep you up to date on what happens on that issue, but let's do some more here where the Minister of Youth and Sports, Mustafa Yusuf, says that Ghana would benefit from Qatar's World Cup facilities. Speaking to Joy Sports, Yusuf noted that he has assurance from Qatar that will get one of their facilities even if the country misses out on the stadia donated after the tournament.
Qatar government, as part of the World Cup preparation and organization, they've indicated that they will be donating most of their facilities, not all the stadium, but some facilities, vehicles, logistics, they will be donating to nations. And Ghana, having qualified for World Cup, having visited to also see the preparation, because our team will be also be going there and engaging my colleague, I made an appeal to him that Ghana should be considered in the facilities, some of the facilities that they will be donating to nation. And my colleague said, okay, they will consider my appeal. It might not be the stadium, but some of the facilities Ghana will be considered. I can assure you that, because the feeling and the feedback I got from my colleague Mr. Ghana is a football nation. And when they are talking about football and World Cup, anytime Ghana have opportunity, Ghana make a huge impact. And they referred me to 2010. When Ghana had opportunity, Ghana represented the entire continent.
Well, on Sunday, Asante Kotoko supporters would have another opportunity to witness their most cherished club lift the coveted Ghana Premier League trophy at the Babayara Sports Stadium. But what plans have the management and of Kotoko and the National Sports Authority put in place to make sure that the stadium is full to capacity on Sunday against Elmina Sharks? Love FM Steve Zando has been speaking to the Ashanti Regional Director of the National Sports Authority, Emmanuel Kojo-Appiah.
The National Sports Authority, together with management of league champions Asante Kotoko, have put together a plan that will guarantee as many supporters as possible free entry to the Babayara Sports Stadium when Kotoko is crowned winners of the 2021-2022 league season. Asante Kotoko will play Elmina Sharks in a coronation match on Sunday at the Babayara Sports Stadium, and according to Ashanti Regional Sports Director Emmanuel Kojo-Appiah, some fans will enter the stadium for free, but with some conditions.
On Sunday, we have two matches. We have Women's FA Cup Finals, that is Ampem Dakoa versus Azakes Ladies. That will be played around 3 p.m. and then 6 p.m. Kotoko will be playing Elmina Sharks. And as we all know, that is the moment the team will be crowned as champions and then the trophy handed over to them. And when this is supposed to happen, Kotoko and then NAC, our Director General and our good self, to show appreciation to the spectators and our viewers. This is how it's going to be. Ladies are supposed to come into the stadium free, but on conditions. If you are coming to the VIP session, then you should come with a man. The man or the giant will have to pay. Then the lady will get in for free. If the lady is coming alone or with lady friends, they have the option to go to the red stands, yellow stands, or the green stands. That is what we've put in place for them to show our appreciation for their support throughout the season. That is the little that NSA and Kotoko is they put in place for the fans. The men, they are always special. They will just come and we will just go by the normal gate process. But I think our women, this is the most appropriate time to show them some love. And then our kids, 12 years and below, they are also supposed to come in for free. So parents, we encourage you to bring your kids to come and have fun with us.
Well, it's definitely going to be a party in Kumasi on Sunday when Asante Kotoko are officially given the league title. But let's do boxing now, where South African boxer Simiso Buthelezi has passed away just days after being disoriented inside the ring and attempting to punch an invisible opponent, just seconds within the 10th round of a WBF African lightweight fight against Sifilese Ntugba, having knocked his opponent down through the ropes. Now, Buthelezi turned towards the empty far corner and began punching thin air. He appeared confused and the referee quickly called off the bout. The fighter was rushed to the hospital and put in an induced coma at Kin Hospital in Durban, but on Wednesday died after suffering bleeding in the brain. Joy Sports boxing expert Nathaniel Atto joins us via Zoom to get a little bit of perspective on the situation. It's a pleasure to have you, Nathaniel, as always. What was your initial reaction?
Great to be here. Thank you very much, Owuraku. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I just wanted to find out your initial reaction after hearing the news. Obviously, it's really, really devastating.
Owuraku, definitely very devastating indeed. You know, I would want to throw back to a few incidents that we have had here in Ghana, you know, and you'd want to think, oh my goodness, you know, we missed it. And we were lucky, obviously, to have missed it, because this is death we're talking about here. You do remember when Emmanuel Tego became a world champion here, and that was when he annexed the IBO lightweight title. Now, he fought against a South African boxer, and that South African boxer, Mzonke Fana, had stepped in because the original opponent, who was an Argentine boxer, you know, had chickened out at the last minute. Yeah. So because of that, he had to just come in, you know, to fill in. And knowing the kind of, you know, the kind of boxer that he is, the kind of pedigree that Mzonke Fana had, he didn't want to go down with a knockout. He didn't want to get knocked out just like that. Yeah. He wanted to, you know, he wanted to come in, compete well, and even if he was going to lose honorably. And what happened? Immediately after the bout, he collapsed, and it took a while for the doctors to revive him. And it was only God in that situation. But Simiso Buthelezi's case is one of those that come to, you know, give us that very big reality about some of the dangers of the sports that we play, especially boxing. Boxers suffer concussions. Boxers go into the ring with injuries. Sometimes boxers have to go, you know, after fights, and they have to go and seek medical attention for conditions that they incur after they have fought. And all of these are some of the hazards of the sports that we play. So this is a rather unfortunate curve, and it just goes to, you know, reiterate the point that for boxing, for instance, one of the cardinal principles is that you must protect yourself at all times. And so defense, which is one of the key areas of scoring of boxing, is one that we always have to take into consideration, especially when a boxer is getting himself ready for a fight. This is a very unfortunate situation. It could have happened to anybody, and it just happens that it is happening to Simiso Buthelezi. Very, very unfortunate, and this should never, ever happen anywhere. But it just goes to tell us that boxers go through a lot. A lot of things happen before bouts, a lot of things happen after bouts, and this is just one of those unfortunate things.
And just to wrap up with you, Nathaniel, there has been the obvious conversation of safety in the sport, and I just wanted to get your perspective. We always learn lessons from difficult situations. Is there anything that can be picked from this situation to ensure that it probably doesn't happen again?
All right, now, I think that we should, especially here on the local scene, the Ghana Boxing Authority, the Ghana Boxing Federation, who are in charge of the professional and amateur ranks, respectively. What we need to do as a matter of urgency is that we need to tighten up our medical procedures, tighten up our, you know, our checkup procedures, so that there are rules that are instituted. And as a licensee of the Ghana Boxing Authority, it is also my responsibility that when we get on the floor and we're discussing some of these issues, on the floor of Congress, we bring some of these issues up, we advocate and make sure that they are passed as laws so that all licensees adhere, managers, boxers, promoters, everybody will adhere to some of these rules and regulations so that the standard medical procedures that boxers go through before fights are proper and standard, as the word suggests, so that we decrease the risk of having such incidents in the ring. Some of them, unfortunately, are acts of God, and there's nothing we can do about them. But when we can prevent, let us make sure that we do everything in our power, technically and professionally, to prevent, so that we don't have some of these rather, sad and dark moments in the boxing ring.
All right, thank you very much, Nathaniel Atto, who is with the Joy Sports team and is a boxing expert. But before we go on a break, let's still touch on boxing. And the GBA have released a statement expressing their condolences to the BSA for the demise of the boxer Simiso Buthelezi. What we just discussed with Nathaniel Atto. And of course, the Joy Sports team also do send their condolences. A pretty dark moment in the boxing history of South Africa. But we'll go for a quick break. When we come back, we do some more here on Prime Sport. Welcome back from the break. You're still live here on Prime Sport on the Joy News channel. Kesari Sport defender Joseph Atamalawe is dreaming of a place in Otado's squad for this year's FIFA World Cup in Qatar. The 28-year-old had a stellar season in the Turkish Top Flight League last season, making 37 appearances while scoring 2 goals and then providing 1 assist. Atama was a guest on Sports Today earlier.
It's one of my biggest dreams to play in Qatar, like the World Cup itself.
Of course, of course. Let's talk about the what's been happening so far. I mean, the last round of matches against Nigeria, that double header. The qualifiers that have been played so far. I mean, I'm sure you've been monitoring.
Yeah, I watch every day.
Tell me.
Yeah, I would say like the coach, the staff has really done a great job because it wasn't easy as in like this short period of time for them to be given the chance to be the national coaches, and to have these players within a short period of time and to qualify the country to the World Cup. It's really a tough thing for them as a coach and for the players also, because that is their first time having coaching these players and having a coach like him also. So I would say both the coach and the players has really done a great job to qualify the team to Qatar, and also with these 2 qualifiers that they played, they won the first game and the second game they drew. I think it's a good sign.
Well, how well do you see Ghana performing at the FIFA World Cup when the opportunity comes, looking at the kind of opposition, within the group stage, Portugal, Korea, Uruguay?
Yeah, I would say it's a different game altogether because you don't know what is going to happen. And now,
well, before we go, Crystal Palace have confirmed Ghana international Jordan Ayew is among 4 players who have extended their stay with the Premier League outfit ahead of next season. According to the club, Ayew's contract has been extended until the summer of 2023 alongside other 3 players. My name is Owuraku Ampofo, and this I'll be wrapping up today's edition of Prime Sports. In the meantime, if you're after some more sports stories, you can also follow us on social media. We'll be back again same time tomorrow to bring you the latest in the world of sport.